Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope everybody, all of you are okay by the grace of Almighty Allah. Today I am going to conduct your Bgst class 8 English version. My name is Muhammad Ferdaus Alam. I am from Gazipur branch. I am your subject teacher for today. Here you can see I have highlighted the chapter 8 lesson 1 and 2. The name of the chapter is disasters in Bangladesh. We know Bangladesh is one of the highest disaster prone areas of the world, and the whole world is undergoing a climate change due to temperature rises on the earth's surface, or we say it is global warming. Now we need to know what is global warming. It is not written in the book about the definition of global warming. For your betterment, I am going to tell you what is global warming. The gradual increase of the earth's temperature is called global warming. Because of global warming, the climate is changing every year, every time. And now we need to know what is climate change. Here I have defined for you what is climate change. The significant and persistent change of climate is called climate change. I have written down for you here, you can see. Because of climate change, there are many natural disasters in our country. So I have highlighted some effects of climate change shortly here. You can see less crop production. Due to climate change, we have less crop production in the torrid zone during the dry season. Because of lots of disasters are occurring, maybe salinity is increasing, or lands are decreasing its fertility. Excessive rain, it is also another kind of effects of climate change. Huge amount of rain is occurring during the rainy season in our country. You can see another one, flood and water logging, blocking the water, and we have flood because of heavy rainfall. Floods can occur in our country. Droughts, it is one kind of less rainfall. Because of less rainfall, droughts are occurring, and dry soil, because of dry land, farmers they cannot produce their crops. We have the tornadoes, cyclone and tidal bursts as well. Salinity increases because of climate change every year. Maybe sea level is rising and those saline water is coming in the coastal belt area, coming to the land and increasing the salinity of the soil. As a result, soil is decreasing its fertility. We have the hot wave and the cold wave. During the summer time we have the hot wave, and it is in the winter cold wave. We have hailstorm and destruction of the crops because of hailstorms, and it is impacting the human and animal as well. Now is lesson 1. Here the concept of global warming. So to discuss this lesson, I would like to tell you something about the environment of the earth. We know plants and animals are living in our environment. Water, air, and other necessary elements together constitute that suitable environment. Due to global warming, the environment is hugely endangered, and we need to know about the global warming, the stage of the global warming. And as the emerging discoveries of science have made our life easy and comfortable, they have either damaged or made an imbalance in the environment too. The huge boom of population, deforestation, mills and factories, along with the engine-run vehicles, are destroying the balance of ecology. As a result, many problems are being created in the environment. One of the main problems we are facing in the world is greenhouse and greenhouse effect. So we need to know what is greenhouse. Normally we can tell that greenhouse is a house which is made by glass or plastic. That kind of house is using in the cold countries to produce crops because they have less sunlight during the winter season. To make the house warmer, they are using that kind of house, so the sunlight can enter into the house and keep the house warmer. As a result, plants can survive in the extreme cold. In wider sense, we can tell that it is a kind of covering made of different types of gases. We can apply this here for the earth. You can observe in the picture here, the earth is here, and we have the sun is giving light to the earth's surface and hitting the earth's surface as well. We have the layer of atmosphere here. Some gases are the heat maximizer here. Heat is trapped by gases inside the layer of the atmosphere of the earth. Here you can see greenhouse effects. What is happening here? The earth is working as a big greenhouse. You can see I have drawn a house, covering the earth here, is to make you understand that as the greenhouse is working and it is trapping the heat, the earth's atmosphere is also trapping the heat, because we have lots of greenhouse gases inside the atmospheric layer, and we have the methane gas, we have the carbon dioxide gas, we have the nitrous oxide, those gases, and they are blamed to trap the heat of the sun. So one time they can come, the sunlight can come inside the earth's surface, and because of those gases heat is trapped. As a result, what is going on? Global warming. Earth's temperature is increasing day by day. So we say it is greenhouse effect. If I want to define what is greenhouse effect, I can define like that way. The greenhouse effect is a process that occurs when gases in Earth's atmosphere trap the sunset. You see the gases here, it is trapping the heat of the sunlight and contains the Earth's surface warmer. We say it is global warming. It results global warming. Lesson 2. The causes of global warming. There are some causes of global warming are given below. First of all, I highlighted number 1 as different types of gases. We know the main elements of the air are nitrogen and oxygen. Besides a little amount of carbon dioxide, we have nitrous oxide, we have some vapors, ozone gases are there. These less important gases are called greenhouse gases. Apart from the natural gases, few man-made gases are there. We can tell those gases are like CFC, chlorofluorocarbon. We have the HCFC, hydrochlorofluorocarbon. We have the halon and natural gas as well. So you can observe the picture here. That is the earth, that is the earth's surface, and we have I have drawn here the first layer of the atmosphere. It is, we say, troposphere, up to 12 kilometers from the earth's surface. Second layer is here. You can observe ozone layer up to 20 kilometers from the earth's surface. What is going on here? Because of those gases, because of less important gases CFC, and we have the HCFC, halon, some other gases increasing in the atmosphere. As a result, erosion of ozone layer occurs, and the sunlight can enter inside the earth's surface because ozone layer is destroyed. That is the reason 5% of ultraviolet ray, which is harmful for the human being and for the animal as well, is entering inside the earth's surface and impacting the human being and the animals as well, and blaming for the global warming as well. Yeah, we have some other household things like refrigerator and AC, which are producing HCFC, and it is destroying the ozone layer of the earth's surface. Because of those gases, we can have a statistics here. Carbon dioxide has increased 25% because of the different gases. Nitrous oxide has increased 19%. Methane has increased 100% in the atmosphere last 100 years. So now you can imagine what are the causes of global warming. Second point is by increasing the use of fossil fuel, like we have the oil, we have the coal and natural gas we have, and it is those gases are increasing the temperature of the earth's surface and in the atmosphere. As a result, global warming is occurring. We can tell that the running vehicles, lots of vehicles are there in the street, using coal in the power plant to produce electricity. We have the nuclear plants as well, which is blaming for the global warming. We have the industry is emitting lots of smokes, black smokes, increasing the carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide is trapping the heat of the earth, trapping the heat of the sun. You can see here I have drawn to make you understand that smokes are there from the industry. The third one, by throwing radioactive wastes into the ocean. We know the oceans are compared to the lungs of human body. They have significant roles in controlling world temperature, but they are gradually getting polluted as radioactive wastes are thrown there. It pollutes vapors that mixes up with the air and increases world temperature. You can see water in the sea, river are polluted by radioactive wastes. What is going on? Those water is evaporating by the heat of the sunlight and it is mixing with the air. Polluted water vapor mix up with air and increases world temperature. And because it is containing some chemicals and some radioactive things which can trap the heat as well in the atmosphere. You can see here I have drawn a picture for you. Industrial wastes, discharge in the sea, and we have the black smoke as well, and which is emitting in the air and increasing the world temperature. That was the third reason for causing global warming. The fourth one is deforestation. You can see I have written down here deforestation, cutting down trees. It is another important factor in this regard. We know the green trees take carbon dioxide from the environment and it is giving us oxygen as well. Due to deforestation, carbon dioxide is increasing, and which is blaming to trap the heat and increasing the world temperature. Oxygen is getting minimized, another threat for the human being and animals. CFC gas rise up to damage the ozone layer, because maybe green plant can absorb some CFC gas and it can reduce the heat of the temperature of the earth. So because of cutting down trees, CFC gas rises up to damage the ozone layer as well. Number 5, you can see here is the urbanization. It is true that the present world is getting urbanized too rapidly, very quickly, because of huge population, and people, they are rushing in the cities and towns. They are establishing buildings, houses for their shelter. As a result, using extra vehicles, and they, for their needs, they are establishing some industries. We say it is industrialization. Industries. What is going on? lots of black smokes emitting from extra vehicles and from the industry as well. Industrial chemicals are polluting the air and soil and water. As a result, global warming is occurring. Number 6 is the last one for you. By using more nitrogen fertilizers and pesticides in the agriculture, damaging ozone layer. How? Nitrogen fertilizer is mixing with the soil and water as well, and pesticides also, and it is evaporating and mixing with the air, also damaging ozone layer as well. I put star marks here. I would like to tell you some effects of global warming in the ecology and lifestyle of Bangladesh. Here you can see. I point out some points here for your betterment. The level of seawater will increase due to global warming, we know, because ice of the polar region, it is melting and coming to the sea and rising the sea level. As a result, seawater will enter in the coastal area. Of course, if the sea level is rising, those water will come in the coastal belt area and it will flood some land. What will going on? Saline water enters in the coastal area. As a result, salinity increases. If salinity increases, the soil will decrease its fertility and it will be very difficult for us to grow crops near the coastal belt area. And another threat for us, we know we have the big mangrove forest in the Sundarban, and it is destroying the mangrove forests because of sea level rising and also salinity increases. Agricultural lands are decreasing. As sea level is rising, we are losing our lands and new lands are flooded because of rising the sea level, and we are losing our agricultural lands. You see here, sweetwater fish have been lost. As the salinity is increasing in the coastal belt area, those saline water is entering in the sweet water, like we have the rivers, we have the ponds, it is entering there and we are losing some fishes which are uh, surviving in the sweet water. People from the coastal area are going to the cities. Another problem for us, some, in our country, many people, they are living in the coastal belt area and they are doing farming work, producing crops, and some people, they are fishing as well and making business. Lots of things they are doing and they are surviving their life. As the sea level is rising and natural disasters are increasing in the coastal belt area, people, they are coming together in the cities, and we will face the difficulties in the city areas. Tidal wave we have here, the big wave, it was maybe before it was less, now it is increasing, and it is another threat for us. People are suffering different types of diseases from several types of ultraviolet rays. As I have discussed before that uh, because of destroying the ozone layer, some ultraviolet rays are entering in the earth's surface, and human being, they are getting different types of diseases because of that, and also animals are impacting because of ultraviolet rays, and also the earth's temperature is increasing as well. desertification of the northern part of Bangladesh. We have the less rainfall in the northern part of Bangladesh because of climate change, because of global warming. We have less water under the soil. As a result, we have destruction of the crops, desertification of the land is another threat for us. And that was end of my discussion. Before finish the discussion, I would like to review something here. I have discussed here about the global warming, what is global warming and what is climate change. Here some effects of climate change I have point out for you here, and I have given to you what is greenhouse and concept of global warming. Greenhouse effect I have discussed here, and I have put some picture for you and you can learn it. And also here you can see some causes of global warming and different types of gases I have described, and I have described about the earth surface and about troposphere, also ozone layer, how it is impacting, how it is destroying, and what types of gases are there in the ozone layer. And the second point I have discussed about the increase of the fossil fuel, the use of fossil fuel, oil, coal and gas here by throwing radioactive wastes, different causes of global warming here, and also deforestation, urbanization, and the last one using chemical fertilizer and also pesticides in the agriculture. That was, and also at last I have given some effects of global warming in Bangladesh. Here I point out something and you can read the book and briefly you can know from your book. Now I want to give you a creative question. I have prepared myself for your betterment. I hope it will help you to give answer from those two lessons. Creative questions I have put here. You see question mark, figure A. You can see urbanization, that is the sign. Different gases, deforestation, the use of fossil fuel here, and I put question mark in the figure A. The second one I put for you, desertification, natural disasters, salinity and change of ecosystem. Figure B I have put two figures for you. Now I am going to ask you a question. A. What is climate change? I put one mark for you, and already I have discussed in my lesson what is climate change. It will be very easy for you to answer that question. Second question I have put here, what do you mean by greenhouse effect? Already I have discussed in lesson 1 what is greenhouse effect and how you can explain there. It is for 2 marks. And question number C I have put here for you, what is mentioned in the figure A, explain. Figure A, what is mentioned in the question mark, you can imagine, and I have discussed for you. I hope the answer is there in my discussion. Very easily you can find out the answer. The question number D here is the effects of the above figure B are